Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your mid-December reading, okay? We are in the thick of Mercury retrograde. For those of you who may not yet know, we are in the period of Mercury retrograde that lasts until just about December 20th, okay? But there is a post-shadow period. I'm compelled to mention this right at the beginning of your video, so take it however you do. If you're planning something specifically strategic and or financial that involves contracts, then you may want to perhaps wait until Mercury clears and goes direct. The post-shadow period ends around the 22nd of January, so always heed your personal intuition with it. However you feel best to move forward with a certain protocol, then always heed your personal intuition with that. Okay, nonetheless, Capricorn, let's get right into your energy here. And of course, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before the 15th, a little after the 31st. Without further ado, Capricorn, I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and there's this feeling, I'm hearing descript feeling of knowing exactly the order, the chain of events, the reactions as well to whatever it is that you are planning on getting. If you are planning a certain event, if you're planning a certain even career move, I'm hearing there is a certain clarity that you hold with the process, where you feel confident. You understand what you're working with, the various variables and mediums that you're working with are familiar to you. Okay, and you feel it's almost like my left hand, my right hand. Okay, but it's almost like a reverse. It's an opposite. Right, I said my left hand and my right hand. So it is Mercury retrograde. Okay, so take it as you will. However you feel it resonates with you. You have the Eight of Cups here that leads into almost like a spotlight, this very thick stack here. And I had set these cards out in this fashion as I was meditating on your energy and shuffling the cards off camera. You have the Five of Wands horizontally laid, also pointing inwards to this very thick stack faced by the Six of Pentacles, overlaying the World. Okay, I believe it was Aries, okay, I believe, who pulled the World and the Six of Pentacles. Perhaps as well it was Gemini. Okay, nonetheless, let's pull the rest of the cards before we get to these. Okay, Six of Cups, Son of Cups. I'm feeling that there are certain variables that you're working with that are, I'm hearing, juncture points that intersect in a certain way, that are related in a certain way, by way of what it is that you're creating, by way of what it is that I'm hearing is the network, is the fabrication, is the fabric of, I'm hearing, your oscillation, your oscillations, your continual, perpetual change and transformation of creation. What it is that you bring into form is, I'm hearing, a bypassing of frequency. It is the gateway to seeing deeper and deeper and deeper meaning from what it is that you create. So there's a certain tangibility, okay, to whatever this process is. There's a material, financial side to it. But at the same time, it is also, I'm getting it's almost like there's an esoteric sort of recognition of your work and your recognition of yourself in your work. As the creator of your work, you realize that there's an emotional side to the story that may have a past, okay? And perhaps there are a number of individuals involved with whatever this, I'm hearing, projection, okay, whatever these emotional experiences have been, that are to continue in a certain way, to relate to what is being created, okay? That's for a number of you, specifically if there are a lot of individuals involved. There is a question of the creative direction, how to sort of meander through this emotional story, okay? And as well, perhaps dialogue. You have the Son of Cups looking over at the Six of Cups, a focus here on partnerships, a focus perhaps as well on family, on resources, on family resources, on how to navigate creatively. And I'm hearing to openly discuss a certain venture. For a number of you, you have here the Ace of Cups that sits just at the base of this thick stack here. Let's see what energies come through? You have the Daughter of Wands upright, overlaying the Five of Cups. I'm getting Aries energy for you here specifically. There is a certain desire to begin again emotionally, to transmute in a certain way, not for the sake of washing away, but for the sake of making do, okay, with, I'm hearing past times. With past times, you have the Magician here in reverse, right in the center of your stack, looking over into the past in a certain way, as I'm reading into the past, to see what is to come of the past in a certain way, as you may see it, as you may feel it. The Five of Wands, the Son of Cups, almost like, I want to watch how it is that you maneuver through matters of creation, through the context through which you are to create. And I'm getting that this is you sort of looking over at yourself in a certain way. Now let's pull a Celtic cross for you. We said Sagittarius and Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer wants to come through for you as well. Let's see what comes through in the Celtic cross. Okay, there is a stack of cards that wants to remain at the top, at the right, top right. Okay, I almost said left again. Left, top, left, right, left, right. Right-hand corner of your spread. And I'm hearing refraining. So we'll get to what these energies may mean. I'm hearing or may seem as well at the end of this draw. Let's see. Strong focus on these energies here. The Mother of Swords upright. Very strong, pronounced sort of energy. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm hearing, sticks out like a sore thumb, specifically with the Mother of Swords. You have the Wheel of Fortune upright, the 10th card in the Major Arcana, the Two of Swords upright, mirroring exactly this Mother of Swords. I'm hearing reflecting. The thought processes are obvious. Okay, if there's an individual, Mother of Swords, who is incredibly... I'm hearing descript, specifically strategic. There is, I'm hearing an overlaying of thoughts, of thought patterns, of speech patterns that are clear. It's like their thinking process is obvious, okay, in a certain way. They're very open about it, perhaps, in a certain way. And there's a decision that perhaps they are making that is to become very clear as well. Okay, now... Okay, there's something that you want to get to, Capricorn, that you want to make obvious and official and once and for all, okay? I'm hearing the baby's out, the name's out, the Fool upright in your theme, overlaying the Four of Swords upright, overlaying the Two of Cups, upright, upright, mirroring this Fool. But I said ups. Right? So it's like multiples, duplicates perhaps, Two of Cups, the Fool. This new beginning, mirroring, again, this Two of Cups, is not only, I'm hearing, a personal prerogative. It is a preparation for, I'm hearing, packaging potential that is creative, that is dynamic, that is expansive, that builds upon itself in a certain way. What we create, we realize, and how we approach this process of creation, that may have to do with career finances as well. You pulled your own card in your theme. The Devil upright, right beneath the Two of Cups, is one that I'm hearing you skate through. That you realize is a matter of aligning, and I almost said alliance, okay, aligning and alliance at the same time. So an alliance that you align with, a partnership that you resonate with. And if you think about skating, right, or rollerblading, it's your 2 feet and they're both rolling, they're both flowing. It's like the flow is flowing in a certain way, right? The energy is moving forward in such a way where there is the progress and the momentum forward. But I'm seeing it as skating, like zigzag, not, sort of ergonomically, structurally, I'm hearing rebound. I'm getting it as there is a wavering truth, I'm hearing. There's a vision that remains, I'm hearing, open to how you may carry it through time and space. Okay, you have the Moon in reverse in the deep past, Five of Wands in reverse in the recent past, the Nine of Swords upright in your energetic pathway that leads you into your current state of the Three of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, V is in your advice, okay, the Mother of Cups in reverse in the near future, the Seven of Swords upright in your hopes and fears, the Nine of Wands upright in your future position. You have then Judgment upright with the Three of Wands upright facing the spread in the smack dab middle. You have the Four of Wands in reverse in your environment. I believe it was Pisces who pulled the Four of Wands. I believe it was Pisces. Okay. In the I believe it was Pisces, okay, or perhaps it was Gemini, okay, in the environment position, okay. Then you have the Ten of Swords in the energetic pathway that leads you into your final outcome of the Nine of Wands. You have as well the Eight of Swords upright, the Son of Cups again coming through, that connect this Two of Swords to the Nine of Wands upright. I'm getting that this Mother of Swords is not your own energy, but of course, general reading, take it as you will. However, you're watching, right, if you have strong air in your chart, air is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but I almost said Aries, so take it as you will. There may be an Aries involved or Aries energy involved. The focus is on creation. What the direction is, what the path is that we orient ourselves to and for, and I'm also hearing from, I'm hearing by way of acknowledging the principles of the ideal, of what it is that we imagine to be our path. Not just any path, right? It's like I don't want to just start batting my wings, right? And fly for the sake of flying. I want to venture. Yes, to venture. Okay, I want it to be a new beginning. I want to spread my wings in a certain way. But where I move, I want to have a certain understanding that it's made for me, by me. The path that leads me to how I move, I'm hearing again, is created by way of my envisioning it. How I envision, I'm hearing my mind's eye, how I focus on what I want this gateway to feel like, to look like, I'm hearing portare, which in Italian means to carry. Okay. To how I want this, almost like this transit. It's almost like I'm gonna get into a train, and I want to sort of choose what the scenery is going to be outside of the train. And I could technically take. I'm hearing specifically Italian for you. Okay, I'm hearing like this train can take me from Rome to Lazio. Okay, but I don't know, whatever that may mean to a number of you. Okay, but how it is that this train takes me from destination A to B. I want to determine how I get there. And it's like, okay, I can take several trains that will get me there, but they have different scenic routes. And so it's almost as if the portal you are designing in a certain way. Beautiful. Okay, now, Aries energy coming through strongly for you. Capricorn. Now, I'm hearing conservatism. There is a certain condensation of your working with the principles of your work. Whatever factors are involved in whatever it is that you are bringing into manifestation creation, you are keeping them close to you in such a way where you there's a certain level of idealism, but not like, okay, I'm not imagining a sort of Jupiterian, Sagittarian sort of, hello everyone, this is me and my vision. Welcome. It's not like welcome to my world, okay? Sort of vision, I'm hearing profession. Okay, it's not a professorship of whatever it is that you of your I'm hearing your seeing. Okay, it's an internalized, I'm hearing, banter. It's a dialogue that is I'm hearing again condensation, is condensed, is formed and found and housed where there is speechlessness. I'm hearing where there's no one to hear it, where no one is listening. I'm hearing speech patterns, speech impediment. Okay, take it as you will. Specifically with this Three of Cups in reverse, there is the realization, okay, that a dream is a dream, that we don't even necessarily need to speak for it in a certain way, okay? There's a lot of thinking, though, that goes into how it is that we project a certain vision and ideal, perhaps strategically, to a party, to an individual, to a number of individuals, okay? Let me tune in for you, Capricorn. I'm hearing Aries for you strongly here, okay? There's a desire to keep your processes, I'm hearing, underground, okay? To keep them as your own, to sort of harbor them, to prepare your sentiments in a way that is pure, okay? That's pure. That where it's like, I haven't talked to 100 people about this and gotten their opinions, to which point, right, there's a sort of infiltration, I'm hearing, of cause, where it's like, right, there are intersections then amongst the varying, I'm hearing, rapid perceptions, where trains of thought are crossing. I'm hearing informing the formation of new ideals, okay, and foundations of understanding, what is ultimately being worked with. You want to keep it, I'm hearing, in the works, under tabs, okay? And in such a way where you realize that you hold a very unique perception and perspective. And you realize that, furthermore, it's not only perception that is the focus, that carries you to this point of embarkment upon this next chapter. You realize that there is an esoteric, there is an energetic, even perhaps a spiritual. I'm hearing it as a river that carries your perception along this path, okay? Now, you have here the Mother of Wands, I almost said Wands, okay, and Swords, so there may be an individual here that is related to Mother of Swords and Mother of Cups, excuse me, Mother of Cups, in reverse, individual with a lot of water in their chart, almost underground, underwater, fanning over at the Seven of Swords. Totally different modalities. This is air and this is water. So it's like speaking the language of water with the language of air. There's this sort of dissonance. Okay, we'll get to that though. Mirroring the Nine of Wands upright. Both of these cards sandwiching almost as if they're headphones to the Seven of Swords, the fox that lies upon a very clarified stance. I'm hearing range of perception that it holds, but that is acknowledged within the context of what is otherwise not a matter of perception, but a matter of, I'm hearing, engineered perception. Okay, that, and I'm getting specifically as it pertains to energetics, and I'm hearing momentum, okay, and I'm hearing mountain as well. There, what was it? Pisces. Okay, Pisces, yes, got this focus on engineering, bioenergetics, tremendous focus on the physical body. And a similar sort of energy is coming through for you. Nonetheless, you feel that you're being guided in a certain direction, Capricorn, and perhaps there is a certain, I'm hearing force that you recognize not by way of understanding in relation to what you understand is your perception. Okay, very interesting. But that you feel on another level, that you feel in another way that is clarifying in its own, I'm hearing, route, when there is a certain alliance with this knowing, be it a spirit guide, be it your intuition, right? However it is that you take it or resonate with it. But there are varying influences, varying matters, varying ways of viewing a certain objective and ideal that yet again, I'm getting that you're very clear on in a certain way. But how it is that, and what it is that you're moving towards is not unfolding by way of your understanding and rationalization at every step of the way. You realize that your perception is everything, but your perception is consistently in a mode of transit as it relates to what is a process of feeling. Okay, very interesting. Now you have then the Four of Wands in reverse in your environment. Again, the Ten of Swords upright in your energetic pathway that may be seen with your final outcome. There is a presentation, okay, I'm hearing from a number of you, a presentation of what our ideals are in a certain way, in a way that is a projection that is unclear. Okay, it's almost like, okay, I want it to be obvious that I'm working within the paradigm of a certain idealism, that whatever it is that I'm creating, I am operating through, for, and towards by way of my imagination. I'm hearing the chrysalis effect. Something is crystallizing, but what exactly I'm seeing and what exactly is crystallizing is not what I necessarily want to capitalize on at this moment in time. The incubation period here is, I'm hearing a private act. I'm hearing solo force, where again, there's a certain level of independence that you want to rein in on, that you want to take into I'm hearing consideration. Okay, considering the impact that independence holds, as whatever this is that you are preparing to culminate in a certain way as, or to take on in a certain way is, in the future. You're thinking, well, okay, if I take an independent approach with this, then how does that sort of influence whatever culminates and comes to light? Again, the desire being on the sort of authenticity to what it is that your personal process is, and how it is that you reach that conclusion in a personal way. Okay. It's Bandit. Hi, Bandit. Hey. Hey. He's just sniffing and snorting. Capricorn. Okay, I'm hearing it's suggestive. It's suggestive. Whatever it is that you're working on. Okay, even if, let's say, I'm hearing lip-tied, tongue-tied, you are in a certain way recognizing that still stands to speak. That speechlessness, that silence even, okay, and it was Leo that got a very similar energy for their mid-December reading, serves to communicate just enough, okay, I'm hearing just before the act. So it's almost as if there's a certain preparation, yet again, that goes into the preparation for a certain event, a certain culmination that may involve a certain audience, okay, or another individual, right? Okay, now you have here the Daughter of Cups upright, overlaying the Two of Wands upright, overlaying the Son of Pentacles upright, The Father of Pentacles upright, Father and Son head to head here. The Daughter of Swords mirroring the Son of Pentacles. Daughter of Swords in reverse. The Justice card, Libra's card upright, mirroring the Daughter of Cups. All happening in the top right-hand corner of your apex. Okay. I'm hearing shadow play, shadow games. There may be a number of individuals here. I'm hearing bilaterally involved in whatever the direction of I'm hearing character play is that you're taking on in a certain way. Take it as you will. Okay, this may pertain to a number of you. There may be a Libra involved. There may be an individual with a lot of air in their chart, two individuals with a lot of air in their chart as well, or one individual who takes on or is in charge of leading the certain direction of a strategic project, the strategic side of whatever is otherwise perhaps financial, professional, and or who is again taking on a legal approach to matters. Okay. What is it, baby? Hi, baby. But there is a focus, okay, at the same time. This is a focus on career finances, or two individuals who have a lot of earth in their chart, Father of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles. I'm hearing family business for a number of you, family-owned business for a number of you. That there is a certain direction to be taken that requires a certain threshold of leadership, okay, so to speak, where the face of whatever this change is and this direction is one that engages the emotions, is one that engages also sentimentalism, okay, the sentimental value of what is being created. And I'm also hearing the harmonics, so I'm hearing the fair play, how it is that we harmonize with what it is that we are handling and working with, be it the people dynamics and relations that go into what is otherwise a matter of productivity. There is, I'm hearing, straight face game. At the end of the day, there is a serious conversation that is happening that regards what is otherwise perhaps creative, that which is otherwise also emotional, that holds an emotional side of the story. There is a financial story. There is a professional also front that is a very intimate conversation that's had, okay, very intimate. Okay, so if this is, I'm getting specifically, if this is like I'm hearing privatized organization, if this is two individuals also familial who are involved in career finances of the family in a certain way, okay, there is this conversation about how these assets are to be also projected perhaps in a public way, okay, for a number of you, but how these assets are to be continually a source of, I'm hearing, reclaimment, of reinvention. But even if there's a public side to this, the conversation around this, the decision-making process, is extremely private. Okay, extremely private, and specifically happening between two individuals, Father of Swords, Son of Swords, two who are financially minded, who are involved in the financial aspects perhaps of a certain long-term project I'm hearing, and or related to the accounting, the finances of a certain pool of finances, or a certain career as well related to the family. Okay, maybe a focus here. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Capricorn, have a beautiful December. Happy holidays to you, those of you who celebrate this time of the year around. We will be swinging into 2018 pretty soon. January, okay, coming up. So I'll have those readings out to you, the early January readings, hopefully in about a week or so, week and a half or so. Stay tuned for them. Feel free to follow the Twitter account for updates on the videos when they're released, so on and so forth. Also, there is an updates link on the Alchemy new website that will notify of any sort of updates as well. Okay, love and light to you all. Thank you all so much again for your dear support. I appreciate that. And I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. For example, I know I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun, sometimes here or there. So feel free to check them out. If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide. That will calculate them for you. All right. Thank you all so much again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.